Hi everybody, and welcome to another video in my series of Count to 100 in 100 languages. Today we're doing Swahili, and I'm really excited about this language because it's been my dream to visit Kenya like my whole life, but anyways, that hasn't happened. But yeah, so I am going to proceed to count to 100, but before I do that, I'm gonna do as usual, give a little bit of a history about the language and a little bit of details about the language. Yeah, so Swahili is a Bantu language of the Sabaki branch and the first language of the Swahili people. It is the common language of the African Great Lakes region and other parts of eastern and southeastern Africa, including Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, some parts of Malawi, Zambia, Mozambique, and the Democratic Republic of Congo, also known as DRC. And just to give you an idea of what the African Great Lakes region is, it's the countries that are in that area are Burundi, the Democratic Republic of Congo, as I just said, Kenya, Malawi, Rwanda, Tanzania, and Uganda. Basically, almost all the countries I just mentioned. Just some interesting detail about the African Great Lakes. They house 10% of Earth's fish species, which I thought was really interesting. That's not really related to what the topic of this video is about, but I thought I would mention that. So it is estimated that between 50 million to 50 million people speak Swahili. However, it might actually be more than 50 million speakers. That's just a rough estimate. No one really knows how many people speak it. A lot of people speak it as a second language in that area, and there's so many countries that speak this language, so I think it's just a little hard to estimate. Swahili was originally written in Arabic script, but it's no longer being written in Arabic script. As I go into detail later, it's actually written in the Latin alphabet script. A significant part of Swahili is derived from Arabic due to Arabic-speaking Muslim residents. Some believe it's a mixed language due to so many Arabic loanwords, but linguists do not classify it as a mixed language because Arabic loanwords were only added after 1500 AD, and the grammar is in Bantu. The grammar follows like a Bantu grammar, so yeah, it doesn't follow an Arabic grammar, and it's not. And linguists also don't consider Arabic to have a strong enough influence. But as you will see when I'm counting, there is such a big Arabic influence. I was actually really surprised myself. It is one of the easiest Eastern African languages to learn for an English speaker, which is pretty cool. And that's due to its shallow orthography. And like I said before, I'm not a linguist, so I think you might, if you are interested in that, you should look into that further yourself. So I don't want to start explaining stuff that I'm not really qualified to. The earliest documents were written in Arabic. The earliest documents that we have found that they have been written in Arabic script letters. And there were letters that were sent to the Portuguese and the Portuguese of Mozambique. Letters sent to the Portuguese of Mozambique in year 1711 AD. Swahili eventually adopted a Latin script due to Christian missionaries coming in. In 1928, a decision to standardize the language was made, and the Zanzibar dialect was chosen after a conference took place with representatives from Kenya, Tanganyika, Uganda, and Zanzibar. So they just all came to a decision to make the Zanzibar the standardized script. The standardized a dialect that they would use. So in 1985, it became compulsory in Kenyan schools. It is spoken as a second language by tens of millions of people, by the three African Great Lake countries, as I spoke of, as I mentioned before. And the three African Great Lake countries are considered Kenya, Democratic Republic of Congo, and Tanzania. In Tanzania, 80% of the population speaks it as a second language. And in the Democratic Republic of Congo, there is 5 eastern provinces that are mainly Swahili speaking. It is one of the first languages of Africa that language technology has been applied to. One of the first. Did I say that? It's one of the first languages of Africa that language technology has been applied. Obviously, there have been many more since. Okay, so I will proceed to get counting. Now, this was so simple to learn. I found that actually the Swahili language seemed like a combination of Luganda and Arabic, which was pretty cool. So you guys will be able to see, if you guys know anything about those two languages, you guys will be able to hear the similarities. Okay, so I'm gonna get counting. 1 is moja, 2 is mbili, 3 is tatu, 4 is nane, 5 is tano, 6 is sita, 7 is saba, 8 is nane, 9 is tisa, and 10 is kumi. So that was like actually basically a mix of Luganda and Arabic. Okay, I'm gonna go from 11 to 20 now. So 11 to 20 is very easy. All you have to say is kumi, and then the word na, which is and in Swahili, and then you just put the single number afterwards. So you would say kumi na moja, kumi na mbili, kumi na tatu, kumi na nne, kumi na tano, kumi na sita, kumi na saba, kumi na nane, kumi na tisa, and 20 is ishirini, which is kind of interesting because Arabic is ishrun, and here it's 20 is ishirini. Now the tens of the numbers don't go specifically by the single units. They actually have their own distinct word, and most of them are derived from Arabic. So 20 is ishirini, as I said. 30 is thelathini. 40 is arubaini. 50 is hamsini. 60 is sitini. 70 is sabini. 80 is thamanini. Thamanini. 90 is tisini, and 100 is mia moja. So it's similar to Arabic. Mia is 100, but you say mia moja. I think like I'm just gonna double check that 100 is actually mia moja. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna proceed to give you guys a few compound numbers. I don't think I have to do all of them, but I'll go from 20 to 30, and then I'll give you a few here and there. Okay, so 21 is ishirini na moja, ishirini na mbili, ishirini na tatu, ishirini na nne, ishirini na tano, ishirini na sita, ishirini na saba, ishirini na nane, ishirini na tisa, and 30 is thelathini. So let's do 31 to 35. Thelathini na moja, thelathini na mbili, thelathini na tatu, thelathini na nne, thelathini na tano, thelathini. Okay, I'm gonna stop, and now I'm gonna go to 40. Arubaini na moja, arubaini na mbili, arobaini na tatu, arobaini na nne, arobaini na tano, and let's go all the way up to 49, which would be arobaini na tisa, and 50 is hamsini. Let's do 51, 52, and 53. Hamsini na moja, hamsini na mbili, hamsini na tatu, all the way up. Let's jump to 59. Hamsini na tisa, and 60 would be sitini, sitini. And let's do 31, 32, and jump to 39. Sitini na moja, sitini na mbili, and sitini na tatu, and let's jump to 69, which would be sitini na tisa, and now 70 is sabini, sabini, sabini na moja, sabini na mbili, sabini na tatu, all the way up to 79, which would be sabini na tisa, and 80 would be thamanini. And now we're gonna go 31, 32, 33. Let's jump to 81, 82, 83, and then let's jump to 89. Thamanini na moja, thamanini na mbili, thamanini na tatu, and 89 would be thamanini na tisa, and 90 is tisini, tisini, tisini na moja, tisini na mbili, tisini na tatu, and all the way up to 99, which would be tisini na tisa, tisini na tisa, and 100 is mia moja, mia moja. All right. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I had so much fun learning this language. Not learning this language, learning how to count in this language. Please stay tuned for more videos. And like I said before, I'm not an expert in these languages that I'm counting in. So please learn from proper sources, not me, because I probably am not doing the accent correctly. And I might be making mistakes here and there. So, all right. Take care and God bless. Bye.